Poisonous butterflies. In the dense tropical forest, where the humid air weighs like a blanket and the rustling of leaves accompanies the distant song of insects, biologist Mara Gallegos was fascinated. She had spent years researching the mysterious behavior of a rare species of butterfly, known among locals as the Papilionidae mortis. These beautiful creatures, with wings of an almost unreal deep blue, possessed a poison capable of paralyzing humans in a matter of minutes, slowly disintegrating the will of whoever touched them. The scientific community had managed to track some of their migrations, but Mara had an obsession, discovering the origin of their poison and how they produced it in their tiny body. Mara had come to the jungle looking for answers, although she never imagined that it would be the jungle itself that, in an unexpected turn, would confront her with the darkest truth. She was not alone on her expedition. Her assistant, Esteban, a man with a cautious look and an enigmatic smile, had been her companion in most of her studies. Esteban was a discreet figure, who never attracted attention but whose presence seemed to envelop everything he touched, like the shadows that cover the jungle at nightfall. As the investigation progressed, Mara began to notice something strange in Esteban's behavior. At night, he would disappear for hours, and although his returns were always calm, there was something disturbing in his attitude. It was not fear that Mara felt, but a kind of latent distrust, an echo that she could not fully understand. It was one afternoon when she was alone in the laboratory, studying the collected samples, when the truth finally came to light. She had decided to follow Esteban into the forest. She found him, as expected, on the banks of the river, intently observing a small group of butterflies. However, what Mara saw next left her paralyzed. Esteban had arranged a circle of leaves and flowers, like an altar. Inside it, butterflies flew in spirals, but what was disturbing was what he did. With an almost ceremonial skill, he caught them and used them for something more than his scientific research. At first, Mara did not understand what she saw, but the horror became clear when she saw Esteban bring the butterflies closer to a motionless body, that of a man who lay stretched out on the ground. A man who, in his last hours, struggled to breathe as the butterfly's wings touched him. Mara took a step back, a muffled sigh between the trees. Esteban had watched her from the beginning. The fairy tale was not just scientific knowledge, but a macabre use of his discovery. Every time one of his lovers got in his way, he seduced them, made them enter the mystery of his world, and then he eliminated them with the butterflies. However, when she tried to flee and raise the alarm, Esteban quickly caught up with her. But Mara's fate would not be the same as that of her victims. In an unexpected turn of events, as he approached her, the butterflies, the same ones he had used to kill, began to move away from him. They flew towards Mara, surrounding her like a protective shield. Esteban, bewildered, did not understand what was happening until a cry of agony escaped from his throat. The poison that he himself had unleashed on so many people was now turning against him. The butterflies, invisible guardians of the jungle, had taken their revenge.